Welcome to episode 9 of Grown and Opinionated. I'm Zoe,
And I'm Ash.
and we're here to bring you our week in fuckery.
I guess.
Well, since you've already been here for 9 episodes, you basically know what the show is about. We're two women of a certain age, and we give our opinions about different things regarding relationship, parenting, things in pop culture, TV, music, whatever we feel like talking about. So, the thing at the top of my list this week, because I called you yesterday, I was in my feelings, I was
Deep
crying.
in your feelings. Crying over an interview. Okay, go ahead.
Mary J. Blige interview.
It pulled at the heartstrings, but it didn't make a teardrop.
That's because you from North.
No, that has nothing to do with it. It just didn't I really felt her pain. It was like one of those moments I think if it was somebody I know, like say if it was you and you calling me about the same thing, I would have dropped a tear. But because I don't know her like that, it's like, yeah, I feel for you.
Like you know Mary since real love. Since
she's not my friend. She's not my friend. Like I know
Mary, you my friend in my head. So
so I can't feel that pain like that. Like if it was one of my close friends or not just a friend that I know and they going through something like that, then yeah, I will definitely probably be boo-hooing because I really feel her pain. I wasn't cry over her because I don't know her like that.
I wasn't boo-hooing, but yeah, I was dropping the tears. They were coming. I was like, I felt so bad. Well, the interview that I watched was the Angie Martinez, and I chose to watch that one over the Breakfast Club, which I'll probably watch later.
Yeah.
But because I know, like I say, Mary, you're a friend in my head. In my head, we've been together since real love, girl, and you remind me that I knew her. I know her and Angie are really good friends, so I just thought the interview would be better because it would, and it was. It got there where it seemed like she was just talking to her friend.
But it was one point I didn't like what Angie said.
What?
She was saying, because Mary was basically saying that, yeah, because I've been through a lot, in my life with the Burger King video, commercial, and things like that. And she just said, she put it out there you guys know what I've been through, and she just named a little bit. So Angie yeah, because the drugs. I'm like, yo, Angie, you ain't have to go there. We know what she meant. I didn't like that part coming from a friend. Because she didn't put it out there, you didn't have to say that negative one. To me, I don't think she ain't have to say, because we know what you've been through. It's always been in the public eye. So for her to leave it out, then you just to bring it in, I don't think.
Or maybe Mary was just trying to say recently, because recently it was the Burger King, it was the Hillary Clinton thing,
and she went and explained about that.
Yeah, but it still seemed mad weird. Even when the Hillary Clinton thing happened,
I don't even remember the Hillary Clinton thing.
Oh, where she was singing this Negroid spiritual to Hillary Clinton.
But they said they only took a clip. It was a whole interview.
Saying. But I felt like that wasn't on Mary. I felt it was more on her people who put her in that position. Like she said, I'm not a journalist.
Yeah.
So why am I in this position to interview a president-elect? Why am I here?
Yeah.
This is not what I do. Let me do a concert, raise money, and get the fuck out of here.
True.
So I felt more like that was on her people. But oh my God, when she was talking about her marriage and her relationship, those are the things that got me. I mean, Mary just seemed so broken, and she was Angie was like, "Are you gonna get married again?" She nah, he fucked it up for everybody.
No, she bleeped it out. She was like, "No, you can say that one."
No, he was Oh, did you listen online? I'm about to say because I watched it online, and Mary just was cursing it up.
No, it was because she cursed the first time. She said, "This is some BS."
Bullshit.
Yeah, she said that. Then she cleaned up BS. So then when she went to go say that, he done messed it up for. So Angie was like, "No, you gotta say that." So that's what she said. Effed it up for everybody.
Yeah, she was like, nah, he fucked it up for everybody. I mean, those type of things, they really got me tearing up because I'm like, she's just broken.
Yeah, no, what got me when she just, you just heard it in her voice just saying, I just wanted to be over so I could get on with my life. And you just heard it in her voice. It came from deep. I just wanted to be over so I could be happy and go on with my life. That part, I felt that. I could understand, I could relate. You just come on, something like when you deal with something stupid, you just like just let it be over. Like,
well, I guess, and then also she brought up a lot of good points that she was saying. She's like, I messed up. I made him my everything. He was everything to me, and
I'm shaking my head. Yes,
yeah, I put so much into him that it really took a big toll. Then she also mentioned that like she gave him that position of being her manager, because that's what Angie was saying. I don't understand how he needs money from you. He was your manager. He was paid to be a manager, and that's what she's saying. Like, it's over now. Go your way.
Yeah, because Angie made that point. Like, what if you would have fired him before y'all got divorced? Or even if y'all didn't get divorced, would he still be entitled to money? No. So it's the same thing. Okay, we're getting divorced and you're fired.
I think, yeah, and she said, she was like, well, actually, I made him my manager because I didn't want him to be just Mary J. Blige's husband. So he could feel comfortable when he's around people and he's just not my husband. How do you feel about
that part? I don't agree with, because you don't have to be my manager to make yourself feel good around other people. If you feel like you feel some type of way because you're going to be around all these high people, then go out and get you a career.
Wait, when you say high people, do you mean on that?
Not high.
I'm going to say that company now.
Not that high, but high up people, execs, producers, and things like that. If you want to be around those type of people and you think you want to feel some type of way, and I have to make you my manager so you could feel like you have a title, no, dog, go get your own career. Like, I don't think
we see this a lot, especially when the female or the woman is the star or the more successful. You see it a lot. Wendy Williams' husband, she made her husband a manager. Anita Baker, husband, was her manager. Mary J. Blige.
It seemed like it never worked. I need to see a success story. Anybody have one? Anybody?
I guess Celine Dion would probably be the only one, because she was with him until he died.
But he was already successful. Exactly. Yeah. So that doesn't count. Yeah, he was already that.
I don't know, but I could feel what she was saying in that part, because it's like, if you're Mary J. Blige and you're touring around the world and you're going everywhere and you want your husband around. I mean, men do it. Well, I guess on the other side, it's not seen that way. If you were a man and you were bringing your wife around, taking her everywhere, going on tour with you, no one would look like, well, why isn't she working? What is she doing?
True.
But as a man, and I could see, if I was touring around, I would want my husband with me too. I wouldn't want to be alone. Yeah. But it's like...
But I shouldn't have to, because I guess if I do it, like, say I do it now, I'm going to look at all those other people who it didn't succeed. I'm just going to say, listen, either you come with me on these tours, you're just going to be my husband, or you don't have to come with me and you go get you a job.
Yeah, your marriage wouldn't last.
Oh, well, then it just won't last. Because I'm not going to put myself in that position.
How long would you be? So you're saying that you could be away from your husband for, say you tour for 9-10 months out of the year.
I would not want to. So he's going to have to make that choice. But I'm not going to give you a title just to give you a title. Now, if that was your job prior to us being together.
If I say Craig here this week, so fucking security.
If that was your job prior to us being together and you left that job because now you're married with me and I want you to be with me, then yes, I will give you that title.
So what do you do? So now if you're the primary breadwinner and your lifestyle requires you, let's say you go on tour for 9 months out of the year, 10 months out of the year, what do you do with your husband? Do you say, just come and just ask me for money whenever you need it? Or what do you do with him? Or you just tell him, go home and go work in a factory until I come back on a week? What do you do with your husband?
What? That's going to be up to him. What he's going to do with himself. What do you mean? What I'm going to do with my husband? What is he going to do?
Because it is up to you. Because you're in a position to say, listen, come along. There's a million things you could hire somebody to be. That's why I always hate these celebrities when their family, they're not putting their family on. For perfect example, LeBron James. When he got on, he put all his boys on, because there's a million jobs you could do and that I need done. So you don't have to wait for me to give you money. There's a way you can earn on your own. But you're telling your husband,
but you won't be my manager. Like,
So
the
what
next
would he
person,
be?
I don't know. I don't know. You load the buses. I don't know. Something. I don't know. But you won't be my manager, and then you use it against me later.
A fucking roadie?
Hey, you'll be a roadie. Hey. Because you being my manager, you have no experience in doing this. Like,
well, there's a thing. So then, and you see many celebs, especially like J-Lo. I'm sure Mary had it, even though he was her manager. I'm sure he's not the main manager. That you have different levels of management.
Okay.
So you may have somebody like a road manager who's on the road with you, collecting the payments, this and that, or they even got people who do their calendars for them. Like,
he'll be the calendar boy.
Wait, you can't call him the calendar boy? This shit just wouldn't work for you. How you call your husband a calendar boy?
Because I don't. Yeah, it probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to look for an accountant, and then when I get on, then okay, now you're my accountant. You was already an accountant. Now you're my accountant.
I don't know, because I feel, well, I feel differently about that, because I feel like if you want your husband, it's unrealistic that he would be around you for 9 months out of a year and be able to make money on his own. He needs to be able to make money. So you need to either put him in a position to make money or not expect that he's going to be there. And I'm sorry, even Jehovah, you leave your husband for 9 months out the year.
That I know.
You really think he gonna be faithful to you? Because I wouldn't be faithful to you if you leaving me behind. So I mean, it's like a catch-22 that either you give him something to do.
You have to take that. Well, I guess the way you're saying it, like, you gotta take that risk then.
I think that this guy is in Mary J. Blige's situation. I think that he's being ridiculous. Like she said.
Yeah, she's
like, I love your family. No disrespect to them, but why am I responsible for taking care of them?
We don't have no children together. Anything. Like, nothing. Like,
asking for $5,000 for the kids, $5,000 for his parents. No, it was
for a chef.
Yeah, the chef part. Listen, let me tell you. The chef part, I could kind of get, I would be like, all right, but when you ask for money for your kids that aren't my kids, and money to take care of your parents that aren't my parents, that's where I have a problem.
Because I think he's saying it wrong or going about it wrong, because that's your responsibility. So whatever money you're asking for yourself, you're supposed to take that and pay for your children and pay for your parents if that's what you choose to do. But you can't ask for money for yourself, then ask for separate money for them. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, where did he get that from? Like, that just doesn't work that way.
He's saying that when we were married and we were together, this was the lifestyle I was used to. These were my expenses, and you were okay. And can you fucking imagine the money Mary must have? Hold on, let's talk about this. This money must be extra mother effing long. First of all, the interview, she looked like I told you yesterday, she just looked like money.
I was about to come in here as Mary, after she won a fight, I'm going to have my hoodie on and some shades. Like, just the aftermath.
Shades look like they were like 10 stacks alone. Like,
she looked nice. But she always looked nice.
But
I like
she
Mary's
just had
style.
that money glow. Like, yeah bitch. Yeah. What I say her shirt was made of like cotton and baby skin or some shit. She just stood there like... those bracelets she had, each one of them must have been like $3,000, and she just had 4 or 5 of them. Like, oh, what's going on in the world? Like, oh, Mary, I'm loving you, girl. But she just looked like money. Yeah. But for him to even say, I want $150 a month, what the fuck is Mary money looking like? That he's saying, this is not even all of your money. This is what I want for me. Out of your money. What is Mary money looking like? And
I really hope he doesn't get... I think he should get a salary. Like,
no, why would he get a salary?
No, just one amount. Like, $150,000 is too much. Like, so if you're saying that he was your manager...
He's not your manager anymore.
But what's the salary of a manager?
I wouldn't give a fuck. You're not working for me.
True. But you know she's going to have to pay something. You know. They was together... What she say? Married 13 years, together 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
So for those 13 years, he did not work, but he was your manager. He worked as your manager. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't get a job because you told him, okay, you're going to be my manager.
Well, no, wouldn't that be your job? Being a manager is a job.
Okay, so that's your job.
You're not my job. But you're not
for
a
me.
staying home. No.
So if I wasn't with you, what would I be doing?
That's different. I think you're confusing the two. The other way is like if I say to my husband, I say, listen, I need you to stay at home, take care of the kids, do whatever while I go out and I pursue my career.
Mm-hmm.
And you do that. And then I take care of all the bills. I do everything. Then when we leave, it's like, listen, I spent the last 13, 14 years taking care of the kids doing this. So I wasn't able to work or get the skills to do so. If I give you a job, you had a job for 13, 14 years. What the fuck? Now I gotta, like, this ain't unemployment tax. I think that hell no. I believe they had a prenup. So it basically seemed like he got, which I tell people all the time, contracts are made to be broken.
Yeah, so I wonder how did he break that then? Because how you coming through with this if they had a prenup?
Oh shit, let me tell you. Again, these secrets are to be sold, not told. But if you came to me with a prenup, oh yeah, you're gonna always try to break the prenup and find a way. Whether or not we signed the day before we got married, I'm gonna say, hey, he didn't have time to consult counsel. He was rushed. He felt like he had no other choice but to do it if he wanted to be married. Who paid for his lawyer? If he did get a lawyer, well, she paid for the lawyer, so the lawyer really was looking out for her best interest. Oh my God, I got a list of shit I would have came up for him. You telling me $150 a month? You think I would fucking hire people to come up with reasons we're gonna break this damn prenup? But some are ironclad and they can't get around them. But apparently, I guess it's based on certain situations like that would probably be one. Then the length of time. So even if we enter into a prenup, you want to have like gradual steps or something. Because if I'm with you, usually people say, okay, if we divorce within the first year, is this, is that. You want to make sure you keep reevaluating and things like that. However, that's $150,000 a month.
That's ridiculous.
And like she was like, and he's saying he didn't make the list, but you signed it. So you knew what was in this list and you signed it and let them send that to me. And then of course she basically said he cheated on her.
Yeah.
Which
that was
another thing. I mean, because even now you giving this man your all, you give him a position, you trying to make him feel comfortable, and he's still cheating. And I love when she say like, I felt it in my heart already. I just wanted proof. Mm-hmm. But when she said that, I thought about you. Because that's something you would say. Because me, I feel in my heart, I already know. I don't even need no proof. I already know. And you would have been the same way. How she was. She was like, no, I just wanted concrete proof to show like I know. But why? If you feel it in your heart that this person is cheating on you, what's the point?
I think I don't like to keep going back and forth with somebody that just keep lying. You know, I hate liars. Mm-hmm. So you just gonna be like, no, I didn't. The only evidence I got is in my heart. No, I want to come to you like, dog, bam. You did this, and this. Here go pictures. Here goes the girl. Here go the text messages. I want to come in now. But you can't sit in my face and say nothing. You can't lie to me. Because I just don't want to hear no lies. I just don't want to hear no liars. Security. I just hate the lying. Security. Please. I just hate the lying.
She got on a hoodie and Tim's. She from North.
It's just a lying.
But my point is this. If you're going to leave him because he's cheating, you're going to leave him because he's cheating.
You're right.
So unless you're going to use it as leverage to threaten him for more stuff, what's the point of getting the pictures and shit so that you can say, look, now I got pictures, I got receipts, I got everything. And okay, he going to still deny it. Or if he say, all right, you got me. Does that change the position you're in? Either you're going to stay with him or you're going to leave.
I'm still going to leave.
So what's the point of waiting for the evidence?
It's just, I don't want to keep hearing you coming at me lying.
No, what you do is this. You feel it in your heart that's something not right. You like, listen, I don't know what it is. Especially if you feel like he's cheating. Like she say, she felt it that he was cheating. He was doing it and she was waiting for the proof. If you feel it that he's cheating and that's your thing, that's it. We don't even need to argue. What are we talking about?
Because just like you said last week, you're going to keep fighting, right? You're not just going to you're just not going to give up like that. You're going to keep fighting. So if I'm just coming to you saying, oh, I feel it in my heart, and you feel like you don't want to let me leave, you're going to keep fighting me. So you're going to keep fighting me with lies.
Oh, no. If you brought those pictures to me, wait, hold on. You think if you bring pictures and receipts that I'm going to change my story if I want to be with you?
It's nothing else you can say. There's nothing else you can say. It's nothing else you can say.
Virgin Mary, come with me,
no,
child.
it's nothing else you
Virgin
can say.
Mary, come with me.
You
dealt with enough dudes. They
you
will sit there
with pictures of yourself right there.
Freaking.
Oh, I accidentally fell on her. I accidentally kissed her.
Wait, you not gonna have pictures of them in the whole?
You don't know that.
How you gonna get these pictures?
It could have been the other girl giving the pictures. All the recordings that be out, people record when people record.
Oh
so if she recorded him because she probably wants to be with him, she know he married.
And I know situations of girls who have done that. And do you think their girlfriend left? No. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's really not going to change. If somebody's going to fight to be with you and you get that proof, I've seen dudes literally sit in the girl's face. This girl could be, and they'll be like, I do not know you. Then leave, call her on the phone. Yeah, I just had to say that because she was there. This is how the world works. So
I'm saying for me. That's for them. That's good.
But I'm just saying,
for me.
But why would that change? So you're basically saying that you're putting more. I guess I really don't understand it, because if you're going to leave a person for cheating and you feel like they're cheating and everything's pointing to their cheating, but you're just going to wait. No,
maybe you misunderstand me. Like, I may leave even if I just feel it in my heart, but that concrete evidence, that last bit, the know that you is no turning back for me, because it could be no, like, well, I feel it, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't want none of that.
Doubts.
Exactly. I don't want no doubts.
I don't understand that, but I just say, to me, honestly, and every time I've thought this way, I've been right. Every time I say something ain't right, something don't be right. So for me, the evidence is like, sometimes it'd be like, damn, I ain't know this shit was going on. But sometimes it's like, I just knew something wasn't right. And
yeah, because what if you feel like something's not right? And it could be something like, some things I could forgive if I still feel it, and that it may be something so small. Like, I know something not right, but it may be something so small, like, oh, he just kissed his ex-girlfriend. I may not leave for that if it was something that small, but I felt it. Really? You know what? I may not. I'm not saying I would. I can't. You can never. I can't say never.
Kissing?
I could never say never.
Kissing, I don't know. I hate kissing. Like, kissing is intimate to me, as opposed to sex.
It could be a kiss on the cheek. Like, I seen a kiss on the cheek, and I felt like I think he's still talking to his ex, and I think they did something, and it may have been a little, and I feel it. And then come to find out, the proof comes out, oh yeah, I saw them in the restaurant, they hugged, and he kissed her on the cheek. And it could have been something that little, but I knew I felt something that he was doing. So would I leave for that? Probably not. But I don't know until I'm put in that situation.
I was about to say, I guess that's the thing, because let me tell you, and I'm the first person, I'm so unjudgmental about this type of thing. I cannot sit here and tell you, other than certain things I can. But as far as with husband and wives or whatever, what I would leave and what I wouldn't leave for, certain things that affect only me. Him with somebody else or things like that, I can't say. Some people be like, oh, I would just leave.
Yeah, you say that. You say it until you get to that position.
Because, exactly.
Like, the one thing for me is having a child on me. It's no turning back. And I could sit here to this day and say, never would I take you back, or never would I stay with you if you have a child on me.
Well, what if he had wait, what if he had the child and he just, because hold on, I would agree with you, but what if he had a child and he just denied the kid and don't take care of the kid?
No. Because you need to take care of that child. That's your child. Like, and I'm not going to be here for it. Like, I'm not going to accept the child because you had it while we were together. But now, if it comes up later that he had a child and it was before me, then yeah, I would be accepting.
Oh shit, I won't accept it.
I would. It was before me. Like, I don't care what you did before me. Because what if the girl kept it from him and then never told him, so he never knew about the child?
You know,
and that happened. Like, that happened to my brother.
Wait, don't say your brother business.
Like, but you never know about the child.
But you know my position about it, because first of all, I feel like, number one, any bitch that's keeping a kid away from a man, after a certain amount of time, I'm giving you a statute of limitations. I give you up to 5 years. After that, that's God's baby. You need to handle that with Jesus, Jehovah.
I can't.
That's between you and God. After that point.
I don't think that's right. don't think she was totally wrong for ever doing that. Why would you do that? Because you probably blamed it on somebody else. But you come to realize, like, nah, that is the father. You hurt your child in the process. But if you come out and it says his, then you need to do what you gotta do.
Nah, I'm giving you a statute of limitations. You got 5 fucking years. The top click when that baby come out your thought ass cooch. Like,
my brother, his daughter was 19.
Oh yeah, that's God's baby. Look, that's God's baby.
No denying it. We see it. You don't need no test. You see her. It was like looking at my nephew. Twins, you hear me?
But so
twins.
But my thing is that for me, it would be like, number one, what gives this person to interrupt my life at this point? Because from a man's perspective, you have to have a time where there's some final end to your relationship, to sex that you had with somebody 20 years ago. There has to be an end to this shit. Like, we can't just be worrying about, first you gotta worry about AIDS. They done stretched that shit to 10 years. So you gotta, like, what the fuck? I need an end. I'm not gonna be haunted by this cooch I had 20 years ago for the rest of my life. Like, there has to be an end. So I feel like there should be a time limit on it. Well, okay, I say 5 years because by 5 years...
So you're going to put an internal clock on the baby boy, boom, internal clock. When that time clock go wrong, you can't no longer find your daddy.
Well, I was going to stretch it to 10 since they gave you 10 years for AIDS and other STD.
So that child got a 10-year clock at her.
I think like, 5 is reasonable. Baby,
that 10-year clock that expire. I need to tell you who your daddy is.
Yeah, I think that should end because then you interrupt this guy's life, and
the mother's just a horrible person. She's gonna have to live with that.
Yeah, you live with that with your fucking baby. Good luck. God bless.
The child was innocent in it. I don't think the child should.
How innocent is a child? You gotta. I mean, your mother died.
The child never died. Like the child is innocent. She didn't pick who her parents was going to be. And that her mother was going to be a little
better womb to be born. But that you are eternally cursed.
No, I don't know.
I
don't think it's fair to the child.
Look, in the law, you got a statute of limitations or shit, except for like murder, because it's like at some point it got to be an end to shit.
Murder is taking somebody's life, right?
Oh, so I guess you're saying giving somebody life? No,
that's not fair.
I don't think that's fair. I really don't, because then at what point can this man move on? Because, okay, say for example, your brother went on, he's saying, listen, I could only afford 3 kids in my life.
Well, you figure she was 19. He didn't have to take care of her. He's grown now. So it's just the point of knowing who he is and building a relationship with her. It's not for finance reasons.
Say if your brother say, I only got room in my heart for 3 kids. And this is all I ever want in my life is 3 kids. And he has a life, he has his 3 kids, and then she come and he like, well, fuck, I only got room for the 3.
No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Totally don't agree with you on that.
I think at some point it needs to be.
So you meet a new person in your life, y'all fall in love. What you gonna say? My heart was only built for 3 people. I can't love you. No. I gotta go back to the doctor and get a bigger heart.
Nobody's supposed to be here. I've been in love already. Oh my God, no. Well, you know how I feel about that. Personally and otherwise, even objectively, I don't think I changed my opinion because of personal reasons. Yeah. I think just objectively, I just think it should be an end to it because it's just not fair.
It's not fair, and I totally agree with that. But I just don't think. If it happens,
it's not fair for me and you because me and you not fucking thoughts. So if let's say I have a baby, right, and I put it on this guy, and then 10 years in, and this fucker he just like lose it, and then I see your brother winning, I'm like, yeah, you my baby daddy now. I always knew it was you, so now I'm gonna go to you. That's not fair because we not thoughts. We can't pick and choose our baby daddy. Can I go to fucking LeBron and say, hey, one of my kids your baby now? No. Because I'm stupid. I only had sex with one person. What the fuck was wrong with me? Is that fair to me for not being a thought? No.
It's still not fair to the child. I'm looking at for the child interest.
Why you always worry about these damn babies?
It's not fair. It's not right for her not to know where she came from and to know her other family. It's just not fair.
Well, who's to say they want to know her?
Well, who's to say they don't? They do.
True. Look, that's true. I just want
and then just to it's like, especially if y'all grew up in the same neighborhood. What if you start dating your brother you didn't even know?
Mm.
It's so important to know where you come from and who your family is.
So then that goes to my thing, and you know I've always been pushing for this mandatory DNA testing when these kids come out.
High five. I totally agree with you on
when
that.
they come out,
I totally
let's
agree.
stop the bullshit.
Yeah, that should be stopped at the door.
We can handle exactly right soon as they come out. You swab them, take the DNA. The person who's saying that is she put it on, or whoever he's there with the balloons and all of the teddy bear, and they swab them and they like, listen, this ain't your baby. Yeah. We got the DNA test right here. At that point, he has a decision to make. You sign these papers, say this your baby, you're always going to be responsible
now,
for this
at that point, if you do something like that and you go that far and you do all that and you establish from the very beginning that you're willing to take on this child, that's yours, it's no looking for nobody else. This is your father. This is your mother. Now stop it.
I get but
yeah, no, I totally agree. It should always
just
be
get
a
out
DNA.
of hand.
I don't care if you're married, get a DNA. I don't care.
Well, the only thing with the marriage part,
the law,
and because of the privacy and things like that. So basically,
not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, because they're going to say basically number one, any child born during a marriage is already presumed. But number two is that what if me and my husband, he can't have kids, his sperm, whatever, and we decide that I'm going to get pregnant by somebody else.
If that's something y'all decide, then that's on y'all.
Yeah, but if it was mandatory for even married people, then when the baby was born, he would have to be swabbed and all of this.
Okay, and then he take that thing and say, "Oh no, it's my baby." But no, who's gonna know this? Like, we're saying you get swabbed. We're not saying making a public announcement.
Oh, I want that shit in the newspaper. Wait, we laughing in New York. They have a registry. I think New York has it. I know Ohio has it. It's a registry where they put these lists up of the to say like you may be the father of this kid or whatever.
No.
And you got a certain amount of time to claim.
Like when you change your name, you gotta publish it in the newspaper? Really?
I don't know where they publish it at, but yeah, so like say for example, I know it was on 2020 one time the girl had put her baby up for adoption. And you got to put the name of who may be the father on this registry. And then he has to claim his rights within a certain amount of time. If he doesn't, then they're waived and then the baby was adopted or whatever. So after a while, he came back.
Oh, you mean if they're going to be put up for adoption?
Well, I guess for any rights, they would put them up. I believe they would have to.
Probably with adoption and probably if the mothers is fighting for full custody.
Or something like that.
You got to put it up.
But they have a registry where you put
I want to fight. I want partial custody.
Yeah, so you'll be on notice. Like, listen, if you had sex with this girl, she just had a baby, your name, you may be the father, come and claim your baby or not claim him.
Like unclaimed money. Let me see if I got a baby out there.
Oh my God, that's what they need to do. Fucking thoughts. Now, I don't know how we got off of Mary J. Blige and her money, but... But while we on this topic, so I guess this is a two-part question. Because, you know, I say bastard children. And yeah, as you roll your eyes, I know you have a problem with it. And my husband has a problem with it. But what do you call these children? What do you say? Like, I have bastard kids.
No, that's the definition. But you don't have to say it. And it's not true for everyone. Like, yeah, you say you have bastard children.
I do.
But... you're with the father.
They don't change their bastard status.
Yeah, no. I don't think it's right that you would say that or call them that. Because their father is there. Their father been there from day one. Y'all still together. Like, they're not bastards. Like, because they don't have, he's not what, on a birth certificate?
Well, because they weren't born during the marriage. Yeah.
Okay, so my child is a bastard child, but now you're married. Yeah. So... it don't backdate.
Is basterism retroactive? I don't know. Well, I say it because before, I mean, there was a legal term, and this was what's called bastard, and they would have these proceedings to determine who was the father or whatever. That's why a lot of people joke like, oh, once you go to the courthouse, the judge gonna say he knows that, because that's how it used to work. Mm-hmm. You would bring the baby, you would bring the person who's supposed to be the father, and they would compare them and see if they looked alike or whatever, and it was called a bastard proceeding. So that's why I say bastard children, because they're not born and wedlock, because if they were born of the marriage, then it's already presumed that they would be the father. So my husband, he has a problem because I say best, and he's like, "Why do you keep saying that?"
You shouldn't keep.
But I don't know. So what is the term that you would give these kids?
Why are you giving them a term? They have a father. They have a mother. What term do you need to give
Even
them?
on Game of Thrones, they call them bastards. Like,
okay, that's a TV show. Like, you're in real life here. Like, what would be the purpose of you even saying that? What conversation would come up that you would feel the need to call your children bastard children?
Like if they say, well, why do your children, because that's my next part about should they have their father's name, why your children have voice, because people, well, this is the thing, I have 4 kids, even though I say it's 52, sometimes I feel like that. I have 4 kids. 2 were born before I got married, and 2 were born after I got married. The 2 before I got married have my last name because they're bastard children. So they have to, well, in my eyes, we're going to get into that part of it. So, and then the other 2. So people start to think that my kids have different fathers. And at one point they thought my husband was their stepfather. I'm like, no. And they like, well, why they got different names? And you even have your husband's last name. I'm like, because they're bastard children. Don't you understand? And everybody looks at me like you're looking at me. But yeah, don't you get it? Like, no. So you say how the conversation would come up. It would come up literally like that. Like, why do they have your last name as opposed to
okay, for me, I have 1 child. My son was born before I was married, but he has his father's last name. So now guess what? All 3 of us in the household with the same last name.
So that's my second part of the question. So my first part was because
honestly, people should do it for Social Security reasons. Like, put them on there. That's we don't need, you're going to sign this birth certificate, whether we're married or not, and this is your child. So, God forbid, if anything happened to you, we're going to Social Security. Just, here's the birth certificate. We ain't got to fight. We ain't got to do it. So, when you don't do that, it's so much you got to go through Social Security.
Like, but even if you don't give them their last name, you could have somebody sign the birth certificate and be the father. You don't have to give them the last name.
Yeah, but
I mean, so my thing is why? Well, so when I proposed this question to you, I said, should bastard children have their dad's last name? And you said, why they got to be called bastard children? So that's why I say it turned the question into a 2-part. So you don't agree with them being called bastard children, but what would you call them?
Just call them, they have my last name because I didn't want to I don't have to call them anything. They're going to, somebody ask you the question. Oh, well, why do they have your last name and not if that's their father, why don't they have their father?
I said because they're bastard children.
Because we wasn't married or I chose to give them my name. I don't have to just call them a bastard.
Why you say it so harshly? It's not a negative term. They're not bad. Well, yeah, they bad kids.
No, you do. When people use the term, they do use it negative. Oh, bastard, Chuck. Like,
but why? So
when I hear it in a negative way.
See, and I don't. I just and
so I guess it's how you perceive it.
I was about to say, and plus, I read my Game of Thrones books and I watch the show, and they be like, "This is my bastard, Jon Snow." There's nothing negative about it. He's just saying, "This is my bastard. He's not my wife's child." And his name is, I don't know. It's just not a big thing. But apparently I'm of the minority in this opinion because nobody else agrees. Unless somebody out there agrees with me. Please
nobody agree.
But I have a problem with them having their father's name because I think that, number one, is the whole thing about being married. I think it takes away the importance of that. And, like, if you have a child in marriage, not saying they better kids, because, like I said, I got half and half, and let me tell you, really ain't a big difference. But it's something to be said about that. That you wait till you get married, you have children, you build a family. But now I can have 15 kids, and my kids got Johnson, Jackson, Joseph, all these different last names. And why? They should all have my name because they're all bastards, and they're my children.
But they also his children. So why can't they have his last name? They're his children too, right?
Well, I guess if they get swabbed and tested and all of this. But the last name...
so you know that this is the father. So what makes you the person whose last name that it has to be?
Well, because I'm the mother, right?
And they're the father.
I'm not married, and I'm not married.
And they're not married either.
Yeah, so that's why he doesn't have kids under his name, and they're under my name.
Why?
Because we're not married.
Okay.
So once we get married,
y'all both still a parent. He's the father, you're the mother. Who's to say that is the mother's right to choose the last name? That they take their mother's last name.
The mother's name. Whose choice should it be?
If y'all can't agree, then I don't know. Y'all have to work that out. Every situation may be different. If y'all can't agree, if y'all could agree, be like, okay, no, I don't care. You can have that last name. This called
grown and opinionated because we give our opinion. We tell them what they should be doing. So who should have the right to choose the baby's last name?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's a conversation that will have to come up between both. Honestly, like to choose who name is going to have. Honestly, I really don't know who should have that choice because I look at us as equal. Like you're the mother, I'm the father. We're equal. Like I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. So why should I
better than your baby father? Then can you choose?
Well, like I probably would be, but I'm just saying. Far as rights go.
Well, I think that in my opinion, I feel like we're creating so many fake marriages in this country. Everybody is fake married that they even, we used to hear it all the time. They talk about their common law, and I'm like, fucking, we're not even a common law state. So I don't know how you got common law married in fucking New Jersey. Wifey and hubby. It's like either you're fucking married or you're not.
Yeah.
And I think it starts to take the importance out of being legally married and all that comes with it.
I agree with that.
And not even, I would say legally married, but I'm not against anybody in their religious beliefs. If y'all have another way that y'all get married and it's not legal, I could even respect that. But for us as a country to keep giving everybody these rights as
that's my wifey, that's my husband. And then you try to go to places like, for example, probably the main thing for the people that do that is normally in court. No, that's my husband. Well, you're all marriage certificate.
Exactly.
No, that's not your husband. So I don't have to talk to you. No, so in those terms, I don't like that. Like,
because even I get that. Like, if I call about my husband, and they like, all right, like what? I'm like, no, my real husband, because it's become so commonplace that nobody is respecting this anymore. And so that goes back to me with the kids having their father's name, because I think that it's become so easy to get around it because we make it so easy. If you're in a hospital having a baby and your last name is Johnson and you want to give your baby the last name of Jackson, it should be like, no, either you bring the marriage certificate and show that is Jackson, that you're married to Jackson, or y'all go to court and y'all work that out. But you should not be allowed, because now, for example, I can have a baby by Tyrone Jackson, but I'm with Tyrone Washington this week, and so then I name my baby after Washington, even though I know Jackson the father. So now my baby got this
That's
one name.
You as being the thought.
Oh my God, these fingers, the point and Craig security.
The one that's being the thought. Like, why would you do that?
But it happens. We know it happens all the time.
I know it happens.
But we make it so easy for that to happen. When we could say, listen, you want to name your baby anything other than the last name you had, bring us a marriage certificate. If not, go to court. Period. We're not here for the bullshit. And if you did that, remember back in the days, we had the whole thing where people would get married before their babies were born, or because they didn't want their child to have that stigma of being a bastard or not having a last name. Well, we got rid of that. And I think that, in my opinion, by keeping that, it shows like this is important. It's still important. Everybody act like it's no big deal. And like now my kids, well, and I always got some experiment going on with these fucking kids. But they say, like, I'm like, listen, y'all bastard children, y'all have my name. These kids are born during the marriage, so they have their father's name. Y'all all got the same father, so I don't understand. I don't know how that part worked out. But this is what it is. Period. So, because I want them to see that. And if you have children outside of your marriage, this is what it is. This is how you get this crazy type of shit going on. Wait till you get married, have a fucking family, y'all name your kids together, y'all pick out the names together. You don't have kids named after your ex-boyfriends and shit like that because your husband will pick the names out with you. And this is how this shit works. This is the normal way, as opposed to what we've been piecemealing. That's my opinion about it.
And I guess it's also how you were raised. Like, I have my father's last name. My brother has my father's last name. My oldest brother, which has a different father, has my mother's last name. And the only reason why, I think when my middle brother was born, I'm not quite sure if my parents were married yet because it was the same year.
Mm-hmm.
But they were definitely married when I was born. But my oldest brother, I don't think my mother was really well. I think they was together, but I know he was definitely a Rolling Stone, and my mother was young. She was like 18.
Mm-hmm.
So that may have played a part in why she gave her child her last name.
Mm-hmm.
Because she like, I'm not really well. But when she got with my father, like, they were together before me and my brother was even thought of. Like 4 years before we even came along. So I guess she like, I feel like, yeah, this is going to be more secure. I know I'm going to be with him. If I have children with him, whether we're married or not, I think I'm going to give him the father last name.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, he was a great father. Like, he took care of my other child, and it wasn't even his.
Okay.
So she like, hey, yeah, he's going to be your kid. You want to name him? You name him.
So how would you have felt about her changing your oldest brother's name to your father's last name?
I wouldn't care. Why would I care about that?
No, because not about caring about it.
Because
we could all say we don't care about shit, but do you think it would have been
it would have been appropriate because he raised him.
Exactly.
He raised him, not his father. He don't even have his father's last name. So it's like, you came around, later in his life to be there? But this man raised him. So if he wanted to say, oh, I want him to have my last name, it should have been no argument. It should have been no argument about that.
But, so, you see where I'm coming from in my position. I really think that I'm right here. So we're going to end on that point. Because I felt like I'm right. That I made my point. I'm tired of these fucking fake marriages, fake lives. Like, either get real married or...
But, like, okay, so say you're with someone and you feel like y'all just didn't get married. Like, because some people... Like, I heard it before. Like, some people were like, oh, we could just be together. Like, I know I'm going to be with him forever, but I just don't want to get married. I don't want to get married.
So you don't have a Yandy marriage power attorney?
So really, do you think it would be wrong if they have a child and she don't name him after the father? Because she feels like, and he feels like, oh, this is forever. Like, I know we're going to be together. We just don't want to get married. It's just, because some people look at it, oh, it's just a piece of paper, which I don't believe. Honestly, I used to think that way. I really did when I was younger. But
it's
as
a piece
I got
of paper
older,
to your husband on the deathbed and you can't walk in that room.
So then when I got older and talking to older people, I realized the importance of it. Mm-hmm. But before that, it's just a piece of paper. I just like, I don't want to get married. If I want to be with somebody, I just be with them. Piece of paper not going to change it. But I did learn the difference. Like, and it's a big difference. Like, so...
Oh, my aunt will tell you.
So for those people, do you really think that they shouldn't be able to carry their father's last name? Like, he wants his bloodline to continue. They just don't believe in marriage. So is that wrong?
So what do you believe in?
Just being together, I guess. Like, they just don't want to get married. They don't think it's going to change anything.
So basically, you're saying you want to act married.
So
that you believe in marriage. Because if you didn't believe in marriage... They just
don't want to take that step.
But if you didn't believe in marriage, you wouldn't act married. You would be a single person living your life. He would be single. Y'all will meet. Y'all will smash. Y'all will go out. Y'all will do whatever. Oh, God.
As Mel come through the slide.
But you wouldn't... But you're saying, like, we want to be in a fake marriage. But we don't believe in marriage. You want to be one person, one woman, one man, have children, do all of the things that... But you just want to say, I don't believe in... Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's BS now, but like I said, I used to think like that, but I was young and dumb.
Yeah. So, but let's go back to that though, because it's one thing that Mary said in the interview. She was like that once they got married, like, well, she said later on in their marriage that things changed. That he was saying like, oh, well, why don't you cook? And she like, I ain't made cook.
And that was her signs of telling like he's not here no more.
Well, I wanted to say something because that resonated with me. Because when I got married, like y'all know, I've been with my husband for 52 years.
But you only in your 30s. Okay. I love math.
We had the 2 kids and we were together, whatever. And then right after we got married, he was like, "Oh, you gonna cook?" I'm looking at him like, "Motherfucker, I ain't been cooking." Like, what the fuck you talking about? Well, a wife would cook. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, so he took it differently. He took it as, oh, she not my wife, so I can't ask her to do wifely duties. But now that you're a wife, and
you should be doing
wifely duties. So he took it like that. Which is, I don't,
dumb.
It's dumb to me because I'm like, if I ain't do it before, I ain't doing it now.
Yeah.
But at least he respected y'all relationship. You see what I'm saying? Because he took it at what it was. Y'all were boyfriend and girlfriend, so he's not expecting that of you. Like, because you could have turned around like, I ain't your wife. Now, what if you would have said that? Then when y'all get married and he asked you to do that, what you gonna say? I ain't your girlfriend?
No, I said just what Mary said. I ain't been fucking cooking, so why the fuck you think I'm cooking now? Like, got my fucking
yeah, but
face.
It was before you would have said something like that. I ain't your wife. Go ask your wife to do that. You ain't married me. You ain't put no ring on my finger. When he said it like that, once y'all got married, that's how I would have taken it.
So I guess I lost that one. Because I was like, yeah, like why people flip up when they switch up once they get married? Like it's the same shit. It's just that y'all, you know.
No, but it's not you just said it. It's not the same. When you're married now, it's more. It's more to it when you're married. That's what I learned.
As far as the relationship would be.
What you doing in the relationship?
That would be the same. I mean,
yeah, like my marriage, it didn't change. It really didn't. It was the same. It really didn't change.
Exactly. It's just
people like, how you feel that you're married? The same.
The same. No,
yeah, it was the
only
same.
thing. Let me tell you one thing, and my daughter had said that to me, and it was not too long ago. It was recently, and somebody was saying something about that they didn't want to go through with the marriage and all of that, and putting on that show and everything in the wedding. And I'm like, no, let me tell you, my daughter, she was younger when we got married. And she said that it was important to her because it makes her see that this is how things are supposed to be. Yeah. That you have a husband, that it makes it normal, that you get married, you have a husband, you have a life. And so it was important to them, and I never regret doing it.
Like I didn't have a marriage. I went to just City Hall, but my son was there.
Well, you have a marriage. You just didn't have a wedding.
Yeah, sorry,
but he still sees that you're married.
He's seen it, and he was there. And like even when I look at the pictures, I can see the happiness on his face in the picture.
Exactly.
Like it's just a difference. Like you could just
and more than likely, your son is going to get married. Because he's going to say, "This is normal. This is how things happen." I don't just have a girlfriend for 50 years and have kids everywhere. Like, my father didn't do it, so why would I be doing it? And I guess that we don't realize, like, the kids are watching.
Exactly.
So
it's definitely, I think sometimes people do grow up on how they're raised. They become, like, because if you're raised in a household, this is like, and sometimes it could go 2 different ways. Because if you're raised in an abusive household, you could be on the other end, like, think it's okay to get abused. But you could be on that other end, I'm never going through that.
Exactly.
Like, I wish you would.
Yeah, some people, and that's the thing, it's always about the person and your perception of things. Mm-hmm. Some people take it in and like, okay, this is normal, this is what's supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. Other people like, this shit ain't right.
Exactly.
It's never going to happen to me. I won't be involved. Like, so, I mean.
Exactly.
It's always on people's perception. I had another relationship question, but to break this shit up, we gotta have this debate because, as you can see, I'm natural. Girl, it's a struggle on a daily fucking basis to keep this natural shit going.
And I'm permafied. You know that commercial, smokified. I'm permafied.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm basically like, all right, I'm just going to get it straightened and leave it straight for a while, especially before it gets too hot, because then it won't work. But, oh my God.
Wait, not to cut you off, but you heard Kendrick Lamar's new song?
The Humble.
Yes. I like it. This just hits on the point. He likes his girl natural. Like,
because he shows with the filter and the Photoshop, and he said, what's in it? But does he mean natural, like with this shit? Or does he mean natural, I don't want you with all those filters and fake body?
I take it like that. I take it without the filters, the fake body. It don't have to be natural in the sense of your natural state of hair. It could be, you could have a perm, but you don't need all that makeup. Get your natural beauty.
I think,
Like makeup, I don't think people will have a problem with that.
Let me tell you that when men and people used to say, "Oh my God, you're so pretty, you don't need makeup," I'm like, these fucking idiots. Until I got on Instagram and I watched the drag queens too, I'm like, oh, I see why they think that way.
Yeah.
They think makeup is like transforming. I'm like, first of all, my skills ain't to that level, so. But yeah, it's like these. I've literally seen people literally just change the way they look altogether with the makeup.
They take it off. You like, who the heck are you? Looking like Halle Berry now. You look like Chuck Berry.
Yes. So I understand, and when he said that, and then the girl has freckles.
Freckles.
What the heck is
a freckle? Freckles. Yes,
but she still had the curly hair. It was a weave or something. But it's like you don't look. I guess, and we. Oh my God,
like fake. Like
we should have been. He should have called us because remember, like in our first or second episode, we talked about that. Like that shit getting played out where everybody with this long weave down to their ass. Everybody with the big boobs, skinny waist, big ass. Everybody with all of this is getting played out. And I just love that he highlighted. But I think that's what he's saying. Like, you don't need to be...
Sit down.
Like, without makeup, just don't be fucking RuPauling us.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. And I don't know. And why, my question is to you, why do people want their hair natural? Like, what is the point?
Well, they say it's supposed to be better. I told you why. I don't have any real in-depth reasons. I just want a curly hair in the summertime and didn't want to have to buy a weave. Okay. So that's all I cared about. While other people do it, they say it's better for your hair.
Which I don't think is totally true. Because like I told you, I don't say that you always have, well, they're a doctor for a reason, but I went to a dermatologist because my hair was thinning. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to know why. So yeah, they took a piece out. What do they call that? A biopsy, I guess, on my scalp or whatever. Mm-hmm. She took a piece of my scalp out, sent it to the lab or whatever. So to find out what was wrong or whatever, and just kind of find out it was just like some dry scalp type thing. It's a medical terminology for it, but dry scalp basically. And so then she told me to use a certain shampoo. She was like, "Oh, you could use Rogaine to help thicken it back up," which I did, which worked. And so I asked her, I was like, "Well, is the perm damaging my hair or whatever?" She was like, "No. I mean, your scalp is fine. The perm is not. You can continue to perm your hair as you've always been." So when people say, "Oh, the perm messed up my hair," maybe you're not taking care of it. The same way you have to take care of your natural hair. If you get a perm, you still have to take care of it.
And I guess another thing may be that some people are over perming.
Yes.
Because people, I mean, the box says 6 to 8 weeks, and then they just do it whether or not they need it.
They feel a little nap, a little pee come up. They want to, I need
it, whether or not you need it. I know when I used to get relaxers, if I tried to stretch it too long, my hair would start coming out. Like it became addicted. Yeah, exactly. I guess that's why they call it creamy crack. Because it came
that happens too, because you're not taking care of it, because your hair now needs to be treated. It needs that crack. Yeah, it needs it. Mm-hmm. Because you go too long, it start breaking off. It start doing all that because you're not taking care of it. That's part of grooming it and taking care of it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. But I haven't got relaxers since it's been gotta be like 10 years. Oh my God. Is it 10 years? And 10 years or
people
maybe
out there, baby. Let me tell you, if she was to get one.
Well, I know a girl who went all the way, because then you have transitioning. We should have brought Mia here for this conversation. You have transitioning. That means once you stop getting once you stop getting a creamy crack. Exactly. You gotta I can't. It's like a weird stage in between. So you got half of your hair that's relaxed, and then you're growing it out. So in between that time, like I said, when I would go in between too long, my hair would start to come out. So now you have that because you have to.
But some people just do the big chop and just cut it out.
Yeah, I got to the point where I did the chop, but I weaved it. So I put a weave in. I got a sew in. I cut it at some point because I just couldn't fucking take it anymore. I cut all the relaxed ends off, and then I put a weave in until it grew because I couldn't be around bald head. Like, I don't got time for that.
But it still wasn't bald. But anyway.
Well, you know, if my hair don't come past my shoulders, I feel like I'm bald head.
Because you're just used to hair, but that's not bald head.
So what would be bald head?
Bald head is literally bald head. Like, you have like an inch of hair. You can't pull a ponytail. Yeah, you braid it look like stitches. Now that's bald head. You got an oxtail as a ponytail. No.
Oh my God. And that's how I feel. And then when I wear it curly, so when I put it my hair curly and I start out the day, I'm like, okay, I'm good. My hair hanging out right. By the time I finish the day, it's up to my ears, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm bald head again. Like, oh, my God.
It just look like too much work. People say, oh, I got to do my hair. And it's like a whole process when they say they got to. Girl, if you don't put a relaxer in there, go get your hair washed and put some doobie rolls up in there and keep it moving.
Girl, let me tell you, when I first transitioned, it used to take me like about 2 days to wash my hair because you had to detangle it. So I would put conditioner, you let it soft, you comb it through. Now I could get it done. Honestly, it doesn't take me any longer than when I had relaxed hair now because I got it down. Like,
so I knew I wouldn't be able to do it because I got my first relaxer at 14. I was in the 9th grade. Mm-hmm. So prior to that, my hair was natural and I have like naturally curly hair. Mm-hmm. And it was thick. I didn't do my hair. My father did my hair. My father did my hair from the time I moved with him. So I was 7 years old until I was 13 years old. My father did my hair. Oh my God. I could not comb it. I couldn't do, and he did my hair.
No, I definitely, I
couldn't do it. So
I know why natural girls are so nice because some days you don't know what the fuck your hair looking like. You'll be like, I just gotta be nice to people before they go on my hair. Some days, no matter how hard I try, it just be whack.
And then some people take it too far because on some people it looks very nice.
Oh yeah,
it do. I'm not gonna say.
Now let me say,
all natural hair.
Mia, her hair is always, she keeps it twisty or whatever. But me,
but I don't know. Some people it really looks nice. You could get away with it. But some people, you be like, what the heck is that? Like,
girl, I'm the what the heck is that? Because I don't know how to work this shit. My sister, oh my God, she does her hair and she come out and the curls just flowing and bouncing and she just looking, and I'm sitting around with a fucking afro. Like, we got the same mama, same daddy. Why?
No, to me, for you, what makes yours don't look bad is because you have a nice grade and it's not hard and coarse looking. Like,
so I don't have 4Z here.
I don't know what that is.
Like, wait, they do 4A, B, C, like the Kiki. And then when you got 4Z, that means you just got Brillo pad.
yeah, your hair's not like that. So for you to just not do it like that and it's just in the afro, it doesn't look bad.
But I don't feel, in my head, I want to have that nice curl. I'm going to show you pictures of my sister where she does hers and leave it out. Mm-hmm. She call it wash and go, which I learned isn't literally. See, that's the thing. And you know how I am. I'm very, very literal. If you tell me wash and go,
I'm washing it.
Exactly. She's like, no, stupid.
I would think would be a wash and go. I wash it. Okay, I put some leave-in conditioner in it or whatever. Put something in there to make the curls stay, and that's it. I'm gone.
Yeah.
But if I gotta sit under the dryer and do all that, that's no wash and go. That's a wash, sit, go pick it out, go do this, and then
you gotta basically, so you wash it, you condition whatever, and then you gotta section it and comb. They have these more or something brush, or you use your fingers and go through the curls and section it piece by piece and put the product in it, and then you put gel to hold the curls. And yeah, it's not fucking wash and go. Exactly. So I'm like, that's the fucking problem. Like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I just told my sister, I said, I gotta get this shit blown.
And some people just do it just to say, oh, I'm natural. Okay, you shouldn't be. Like, I don't know.
Well, some people need to be. Some people need to be natural too. Like when I see these girls and they got that thin hair and they put it in that. Do they call those wraps still, or they call? They
better not.
What do you?
I haven't had a wrap since my second year of college. I think I started getting doobies. So that's what, 95? I started getting doobies.
They don't call them wraps anymore. It's only doobies. They still say doobies. I used to get doobies.
Yeah, I still get doobies.
The reason why I stopped with the doobies so much is that I used to go to a Dominican salon and get the doobies, and
which I don't approve of.
I was about to say one of the ladies, because she cut my hair. Remember, I cut my hair shoulder length, and I had the bob, which I loved. I might cut this shit again.
I think that was like one of my best haircuts too. It was like in the 90s. I had a cut. It was an accident. But oh my God. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was the shortest my hair ever been.
And I like that I couldn't put it in a ponytail. So I had to have my hair done.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. But she did it, and she used to give me the curly look and everything. But then sometimes you go there and she's not available, and it's anybody, and they really don't give a fuck. I seen this lady, this girl had like maybe 2-3 inches of hair. She blew the shit out of this little girl here with a hot ass blow dryer, and then took the flat iron to it, and nothing on the girl hair or anything. Like, it was no caregiving.
Yep.
So when you would go there, you basically would have to know what you need for your hair, direct them, oh, this type of condition, this, and put heat protectant in between, and do this and do this. And it's like, oh God.
Yeah,
like,
they don't care about your hair. It's that quick, fast money, and that's why.
Yeah, they get you in
and these
and
girls go out there and be like, oh, I'm about to go get me a $10 doobie, an $8 doobie.
Yeah.
And they don't care about your hair. You keep getting that every week, every 2 weeks you'll go and get that
I wouldn't
done.
recommend that every week or 2
And
weeks. You should
that
at least
hot
stretch that.
blow dry it, and it's like they're pulling your hair. So that's breaking it too. So when you say, oh, and these are people that probably have relaxers. So now you want to go natural because that done dogged your hair out. No, it wasn't the relaxer that dogged your hair. It's all that other stuff that you did to it.
With that heat. I think that after a certain, like, when I used to go to the doobie shop, I used to wait like maybe a month or so in between because it's a lot. That's a lot on your hair.
That is a lot.
You sitting under the dryer, then you get it blown out. I never let them flat on.
I never let them blow my hair out.
Really?
No,
Well, because you have a relaxer, you don't need it.
Yeah, I don't let them. But even now, like right now, I need a relaxer. Like I'll probably get one this week. But if I was to go just get my hair doobie at a doobie shop and not getting a relaxer, they will want to blow it out. No, dog, don't do that. I'll wait to go to, if that's only if I don't go to my friend that does my hair. I just need to go to the shop. I would let them do it. Then I'll be like, oh, can you just pull out my roots? And she just pull out the roots with the flat iron, and that's it.
Oh, so
that's when I need a relaxer, and I'm trying to wait to get my relaxer.
No, I used to let them blow, but oh my God, hold on. These people who would walk around with the doobie pins all day, and we used to have people come to work with fucking doobie pins. I'm like,
I would do like I get my hair done on a Sunday, so if I got to run somewhere afterwards, yeah, I'm keeping my doobie pins in, and I'm not taking them right out because I need it to lay. So I need it there. So if I finish getting my hair done, I need to run to the supermarket. Yeah, I'm having my doobie pins in. I'm not going home, take it out, comb my hair down, or put a scarf on.
If I wasn't going straight home after the doobie shop, I'd be like, don't put the pins.
No.
I cannot. When I would. Oh my God, it's like wearing a fucking bonnet outside. It just drives me crazy. And then I guess if I saw you at the supermarket, I'll give you a pass. If I see you 9 o'clock on a Monday morning with those doobie pins at work,
next day,
I would not give you a pass.
No, if you got your hair done on a Sunday, why would you still have those same pins in on Monday?
Well, some people used to wear the shit like it was a hairstyle.
Yeah, that's not a hairstyle. Because one, you're going to have dents when you do comb it down.
No, I used to tell them when I used to leave the doobie shop, unless I was going home or if it was raining, I'm like, blow. They be like, you want to wrap? No, blow mine's out. They be like, you want us to wrap it? I'll wrap it when I get home.
No, I need mine wrapped around.
Oh my God, I can't.
I need mine wrapped around. And let that sit for a minute. And then normally if I did it on a Sunday, I'm not taking the pins out until it's time for me to go to bed. And I take it out, then I put my scarf right on. So I take it out, comb it down, wrap it back up, and then put my scarf on. So
why?
So you won't have dents. Because if I leave the same things in and put the scarf on, I wake up and when I comb it down, I'm going to have dents.
Really? I never had, and I just left mine, and I
would have dents. I would have dents if I leave it in.
Yeah, I never had it, but yeah. So this natural thing is really
get a relaxer,
really,
girl. Yeah,
I don't think I'm gonna go to.
You had that butt crack lift. You get you a relaxer.
I don't think I'm gonna go to relaxer because I don't think I'm gonna keep up with it. But I'm just gonna blow it out and keep it straight.
Up with it.
Look, you like, I'll help you. I will help you. Every time we come to record the podcast, I'll bring that crack. No, I'm going to just blow it out and keep it straight for a little while. So it's easier.
It's getting cool, but you got to wait till there's rain. See, that's another thing.
And that's another,
you get your hair done. You don't know the weather. humidity hit, some rain hit, oh Lord, it's over.
Yeah.
That's why in the summertime I have to do something with my hair every summer.
Wait, even when you have the relaxer, you still get the puffy?
Yep. Because my hair, I don't know if my type of hair, it just, if I say I have a fresh perm and I get a doobie and then I come out humidity, it'll go back, it'll convert as if I just took the rollers out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. My hair will puff up, yeah.
Oh my God, you need a stronger perm.
No, I don't.
Start using fresh lye. Just fuck
no
lye. Just put the lye.
No, my hair, humidity and stuff, it won't.
Oh my God.
Heck yeah.
See, I might as well stay with this shit. All right. Before we start to get to who we here for and not here for, let's we gotta talk about this with the IG. Somebody said this to me. My sister said it to me on Instagram, and you saw it also.
Yeah, one of my friends posted it.
And it was like,
and wait, before you start, I had to call her. I was like, because this is a friend, like, she just don't normally post questions like this. So I had to call her, like, who you talking about?
I can't
it was a repost. She was like, you saw it was a screenshot. No, I didn't see all that.
I just can't stand you. But the thing was, it's like, ladies, your man picks you up and his female friend is in the front seat. You get to the car and she still hasn't moved. What would you do?
Open the door.
And start beating the shit out of her?
No, I wouldn't. Open it, because evidently I must know who this person is before y'all get here. I should know, because when you coming to pick me up, you be like, oh, I got Keisha with me, or whatever, and I already know that's your friend. I'm like, oh, okay. But I get there, automatically, you should just get out the car and get in the back seat and allow his wife or his girlfriend to get in the front seat. Now, if you don't, kindly open the door. Excuse me, you're not gonna get in the back? She look at me. No, okay, just get out. And I just throw out the car. That's me. That's what I would do. Like,
oh my God.
Or maybe go to the driver's side. You get out. I'm driving. You get in the back seat. But I'm not gonna be the one that's in that back seat. So either he gonna get in the back seat or she can get in the back seat. Yo, Keisha, you want to roll shotgun? Okay, then he can get in the back seat.
Oh my God. Well.
But I'm not getting in the back seat.
Before I even got to that part, I'm like, oh, should your husband be really having female friends like that? Like, me, you know how I feel about it. Unless it's like a family member or something like that. Yeah, no. What the fuck?
Okay, so would that question change if it was a family member?
And they don't get out?
Yeah.
I would just tell them, like, if you don't get in the back, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even if I didn't want to ride in the front, because sometimes with my husband, oh my God, I prefer to ride in the back most of the time. But at least allow me to make that decision.
True.
And then I would feel also like if it was a family member, I feel like it's for my husband to step in. If they didn't move to go get in the back, to say, get in the back. Like, don't even put me in that position.
That should have been his position, whether it was his friend or a family member.
Yeah. The friend thing I have an issue with, because you know how I feel about that. And even though I've been friends, but I don't want to use the term friends. I'll just put friends, like air quotes. I've been friends with other people, boyfriends or husbands or whatever, but friends, air quotes. Because we can't be too cool because you're in a relationship and we're not crossing any of those lines. Mm-hmm. You're not going to know much about me. I really don't care to know much about you, but through her. Mm-hmm. That's it. I don't believe in that shit. You know how I feel about it. I just don't believe in that.
I don't think nothing's wrong with it for you to have the opposite sex as a friend.
And I do.
I don't think, especially if y'all been friends for a long, like y'all grew up together. Y'all always been friends.
I guess it's the way friends. You use friends. Yeah,
like if y'all been friends,
like if he could call. When I say friends, like if something happens to me and my husband right now. You know, first of all, you know you're the first one. Last week, I should have fucking paid you for how many times I called you that week because of all the issues I was having. And hold on, here go my go to go. Thank you for being a friend. So stupid. But yeah, because last week, I was just having a hell of a week, and sometimes I got a call. What's your name, Aisha?
Ash.
This week? Oh, Ash. And I'm just venting, and she's working. Yeah, cool.
I do work. Then when you call and get interested, I stop. And I don't know why I do this. I just stare at my phone and just be listening. Like, what the heck? I'm looking at. It's just not there. I'm not looking movie, but it's like I can't even continue typing and listening.
I don't know why you can't multitask, but
know.
so I was calling her a lot, and I'm like, I know, and at one point I said, listen, thank you for being. I know this is starting to be a bit much because I just was having a bad week, and I call her a lot, but. That's when I say friends, that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. So if my husband was calling somebody to that extent when he was having, I would definitely have a problem with that. So I guess it's the way in which you use friends. Mm-hmm. If you mean friends like I knew somebody a long time, that's really not a friend. You just know them.
No, if you knew each other, y'all always stayed in contact and y'all still be together.
But I guess my thing is that when you say that, would he call this person, if you and him got into something, would you be okay with him calling this female friend to discuss that?
If that's always been his friend, that's your friend.
Really?
The sex is not going to change it.
See, and with me, it would.
Yeah, the sex is not going to change it. If that's been your friend before me or whatever, then I got to accept it.
So even if he got the friend after you, I mean, what would change?
No, you shouldn't be making a female friend after me. No. No, how you making a female friend after me?
You gotta be cold to these hoes now.
No. That I don't agree with. Now, this is somebody you grew up with. Y'all always stay in contact. Y'all always go out together. And it could be a group of y'all that go out. It could be a mixture of girls and guys that always go out. Like, that I probably wouldn't have a problem with. But if it's like somebody you just met or you just met them like a couple of years ago,
your face says it all. So when I read the question, I'm like, hold on. I said, I'm going to read the question so we could put it out there. I said, but why the fuck your husband got a female friend that he got in y'all car to come and pick you up from any fucking where? Like, what were y'all talking about before y'all fucking came and got me? Like, I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm just not with it. So fuck the fact that she didn't get out the seat. I didn't even get that far. I'm like, why is she in the car? Number one.
It could have been, maybe I was talking like, yeah, I gotta go pick up Keisha, because this is a person you call your friend, so y'all be talking or whatever. And like, I gotta go pick up Keisha from work. Oh, I need to go to what you call it. Can you come pick me up? Oh, sure, I'll come pick you up on my way to get her.
No.
And you pick her up. And go get Keisha.
No.
And then you see Keisha walk into the car. You get your little happy behind out and you get in the back seat.
But see, and that's another thing, because you don't know these hoes. They would gladly, they'd be like, hey, girl. You get up, go in the back, knowing before y'all got there, what were they doing in that car? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Fuck that. Now. Hell no. And if this chick is your friend, she shouldn't even put you in that position. She should understand that there's certain lines. Like, we could be cool, we could be whatever, but even if I had a guy friend and he was asking me certain things about his girlfriend, I would be like, listen.
Being homosexual don't count.
I guess that does, because that changes things. Because, I mean.
They don't want you.
Yeah.
Fish. Fish. I want that fish.
Girl, and I was watching my queens this morning before I came.
Now, okay, but staying on that question. Now, how do you feel like, say, it's you and your husband in the car, and y'all going to pick up his mother? Mm-hmm. Would you get out and get in the back seat for his mother?
Whose car is it?
It's his car. He's driving his car.
Probably not. I don't know. It depends, but probably not.
Really?
Like, what's wrong with getting in the back?
For me, I always get up. Like, if we in his car, if we could be in my car, and I see you coming to get your mother, I'm getting out. And she makes that decision. Oh, no, baby, you can stay right there. I'm good. I'll get in the back. Oh, okay. But I make that gesture first. Like, no, you can sit in the front. Sometimes the front seat is more they older. Sometimes the front seat is more comfortable because there's more leg room.
Well, I guess so. In my car isn't the back seat actually. And when I was pregnant, I preferred the back seat over the front.
So I don't think it changes. On the car,
so maybe I didn't realize that part
age of it, or the parent or something.
Like, would it be?
But I don't know. Now I just also do it just out of respect. Like, I don't want your mother.
Well, I'm not doing it out of disrespect. I just don't feel like, what's wrong with the back seat? Like, how I'm saying, like,
you still getting a ride.
Get your ass back there. Shit, my mother, oh my God, she be like, no, I want to sit in the back. Don't let it rain or snow. I'm not getting in your car at all.
As my so-called two friends, when we at work, they both rush to see who's getting in the back seat. Not gonna say no names.
Oh.
You. That's who.
Oh, when you used to drive. Oprah, oh my God.
Both running to the back seat.
That shit used to be fun.
As if I ain't had my license for over 10 plus years.
Wait, we used to say that you was in New Jersey Drive. That you used to stop cotton two donuts and not the way you drive. I'll just be holding on to the thing like, okay. No, it's cool.
Did you die? But did you die? You here to tell a story, so did you die?
Oh my God, no, I didn't die, but Lord knows. I used to be like,
we got this safe, sound, and on time.
oh my God. If y'all ever saw New Jersey Drive where the kids would take the stolen cars from North and be doing donuts and racing through the streets.
No.
That's how she drive. I swear she was an extra in that movie.
I didn't have my license back then. Thank you.
Oh my God. Alright, so I guess we could do who we here for and who we not here for. You want to start off? Who you here for?
I'm gonna be here because she needs it. I'm gonna be here for Mary.
Oh my God! Did you read my notes?
No, I didn't.
I said I'm here for Mary too.
I wanna, because I just listened to it on the way here, and it's like I think I need to be here for her because she needs it. Like right now, she needs as much support as she can get right now. Like so, I'm gonna be here for her.
Well, I was here for her,
even though I don't know her, but I'm gonna be here for her.
I know her spiritually. I listened to all those albums. I fucking know Mary. I was here for Mary, and I put in other people like her. I like people who, even though I'm not that way, who are honest, open, and they share with people because you never know what somebody else is going through.
Exactly.
And that I think she's one that does it. Keisha Cole, because before I used to have a problem with Keisha Cole because I thought she was lying about the lifestyle she was living.
Oh, really?
Then they got that show. I said, oh gosh. This chick is not. But I respected her so much for being so open about it. Like, listen, my mother was on crack. I was living with different people. My sister was. I really respect and appreciate. You're open too, like that. You're like, listen, this is what it is. I'm not that type of person. I'm kind of guarded, but it's something that I like about that and I respect about that because you never know. And like how Mary is sitting there and she's being open and she's telling her story and she doesn't know that there's somebody else who's going through that who's like, okay, I'm finding strength in you. Because the fact that she's out here, she's got an album and she's working and things like that.
She don't have a new movie where she's just all natural.
Well, Mary, listen, I'm not here for her acting.
But no, they said she well, she's saying it, so I'm not gonna say they said. She's saying that she was nominated for one of the best up and coming or coming out or whatever she called it something. But she's saying like she did really good in this one. Like,
because I saw Mary in another movie and girl,
acting was bad. I could do All Bad By Myself, the Tyler Perry.
She had a movie where she was she Q-Tip's mother? I think she was Q-Tip's mother. And Fat Joe was in the movie.
Probably just a bad movie though too.
Oh, the movie was bad, but she was also bad acting.
But that seemed like that was really old. Evolve. Know who can't evolve? Nah, I said I was never going to mention her again. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm not going to say it.
Nicki Minaj?
No.
So I'm here for her. And I'm also here for friends who bring their friends black soap, African soap, for their skin. I don't watch the freaking YouTube tutorials, and they told me if I use it, I could get rid of all of this. And
you have to remind me. Like, Friday was just, I didn't even leave the building.
Well, I'm here for friends who bring their friends African black soap or whatever the fuck it's called. I think it's a shop now. I was driving by on Communiport in Jersey City, and they seemed like they got one of those stores. So I think I'm going to try that one. And see if I could get some African soap. Is that racist? What is it called?
No,
is it called African black soap? Oh, okay. I don't want to be racist out here.
All right. That Nigerian soap.
Wait, no. You know who you buy the shave peanut butter, you could get the white or the yellow.
Yeah, that's what I got you the last time. The white, because he didn't have a yellow.
But I said, what's the difference? He like the color, and he's saying the white comes from Nigeria. So I said, well, I don't want to be scamming. Let me get the yellow.
That's messed up. So all Nigerian scam.
Well, you gotta make racist jokes sometimes when they true. I mean, all right, who you not here for?
I don't have nobody I'm not here for. Not this week or nothing that I'm not here for.
Well, I'm not here for people entertaining married people. Y'all hoes just wrong. Fuck it. Like, if you're entertaining a married person in any form, I don't want to say in any form or fashion, but it's inappropriate, then I'm just not here for you. I don't want to hear, oh, that's his wife problem. I don't want to hear that shit.
What was that?
I must have just saw it.
It was on, was it Love and Hip Hop? Atlanta, and the girl that worked in the nail shop, she brought the friend with her out to the club. And her two friends was like, one of them was like, she currently messing with a married man. And the other friend was like, oh, yeah, I am too. But that's not my problem. I'm not married to them. That's him to be loyal.
Yeah.
And that's when Tommy was like, that sounds stupid. Like, why would you mess with a married person? Like, yeah. So I think that was on Love and Hip Hop. And the two girls, like,
was it the Asian? Because I thought the Asian girl is married, right?
Yeah, but it was her two friends she brought with her out.
Oh, okay.
That was saying that. So two of her friends was saying like they currently mess with her.
See, now I'm here for Tommy too, because call these hoes out on that shit.
It was Tommy and Jessica. Jessica Don was like, nah, that's whack. Like, I ain't with that.
Yeah, like, I'm just not here for it. And then you saying, oh, that's her problem. No, bitch, it's your problem. Because
exactly.
you know.
Exactly. Him. Because how would you feel if the shoe was on the other? That's how I just take life. Like, I'm not going to do something to you that I don't want done to me. Mm-hmm. So if I want to sit here and mess with a married man and then they come back to me, I can't say nothing. I shouldn't be able to say nothing. I did it. And I felt like I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
So why should I get mad now that somebody messing with my husband? Like, nah, you just don't do that. Like, it's too many people out here. Like, that.
And plus, so what's your end goal with this guy? You get him. What you going to do with him? You know he a cheater. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do with him?
Nothing.
Pray and hope that he don't cheat on you?
Please. The same way you get him, the same way you lose him.
Yeah, I'm not here for that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm with you with that one.
Before we get out of here. Lamar Odom did an interview.
I didn't see that.
Oh my God. I was reading some of it with Us Weekly or whatever. And he was basically saying like, Chloe knew that I was doing coke because he was like, in the man cave she built me, she caught me one time doing coke. And once she caught me, I no longer hid it. And he was like, I don't think she accepted it. She tolerated it. And then he was saying like, cause before I don't know, well, whatever. Y'all just gonna have to sit through this. I always saw Chloe and them as exploiting him and using him in his situation. And I don't know if it seems like he's being honest or if he's saying it so she doesn't look as bad. But he's like, listen, I cheated on her so many times while we were married. Wow. Yeah, like I always say, they never seemed like they were there with each other. Yeah. It always seemed like he was there for the cameras, and I don't know what she was there for. Maybe she was really in love with him, but it never seemed like he was really in love with her. And he like, yeah, I cheated with so many people. He said I was doing it all the time. He was like, then I was on coke. I was getting high all the time. And she tolerated, she put up with it.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but I just don't understand why he got high. When he sat there and used to scold his father, it was mad at his father.
Well, don't you think that the addiction is basically hereditary? That, no. Yeah, it is.
My mother was, and I know.
Just because you're not doesn't mean, it just means you didn't get that treat.
She had 3 kids. None of us.
None of 3 kids, none. But none of you have, not, because I guess that the thing is that you don't want to just say So if your mother, like, say for example, if your mother did coke, none of us do coke, so it can't be.
No, but no
what
type
if
of
you-
drug. Like my two brothers, they don't even. Well, my middle brother, he just started drinking once he turned like 39 or something, and it's still not. It's still fruity drinks like me.
But do you think that he did that as a result of being scared? I can't think of the other word I'm looking for right now, but being scared that what if I start to drink, will I go down that hole and not be able to stop and be addicted and go down that path?
But that middle brother, knowing him, no, that I don't think so. My oldest brother, maybe, because you got to figure he got it on both ends, his mother and father, biological. So, but he never drank. He got sick drinking a glass of champagne. He never smoked. Nothing.
But when you say
maybe,
when you say, that's the thing, is that it may not. For example, like I have addictive personality. One time I was knitting. When I knit, I was all into it. It's just all I want to do, all I care about. I keep doing it. I can't stop. So it's not so much as like it may not show up. It may be sex. It may be other. It may be other things.
I understand what
so
you're
saying. Saying just to say like, oh, none of us get high or drink. And drink in excess, because then you may, for example, I know myself, so like if I don't drink hard liquor at home because I just don't want to get into that place where I'm drinking hard liquor because I'm scared that I'm going to fall into that. So maybe I should go to AA before I even become an alcoholic. I don't fucking know. But I drink wine, and my mother at one point thought I was an alcoholic because every night I would drink a glass of wine. But that's how my personality. I do have an addictive personality. If I do something, I do it all the time, and I keep going. So I stay away from doing anything else.
I just don't let her do it. I may do it, and I'm like, I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah, so you don't have, but so I make sure I stay away from it. So that's why when I was saying like maybe you're choosing to not do certain things because you like, I just don't want that. And I've seen it. I know what's going to happen. So let me just stay away.
My middle brother, I can honestly say no. Him and I are like just alike. Just alike. My oldest brother, maybe. I may see him not doing it because he's afraid. Like I can see that with him. Like he just don't do it because he just may be afraid.
So I guess like with Lamar Odom, what I was thinking more so saying is like that may have come, that he had that problem, that he got it from his father, and he chastised his father like
I don't know, because you can't be in everybody's mind, but it's like, well, why even take that first step? Like, don't take the first step.
Us, see, that's the thing, and then the way we look at coke versus the way that other people look at coke. To us, coke is like you on your way to being a crackhead. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But to them, people just sniff coke, and it's a party drug, and it's not a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Well, to us, that's the thing. Because I mean, you'll probably be surprised how many people sniff coke and just think
I won't
like
be surprised the way I work at. I haven't seen it. You can look at it like, yeah, maybe I do be surprised. Because I'm looking like, you 20 what? And you what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Now, some people sniff coke, like how we would talk about smoking weed, like, and maybe if you would go out and you would smoke whatever, that they would just sniff coke, like, hey, it's no big deal, we partying, whatever. And so maybe he was in LA, he's been there his whole entire career, and that maybe he got into it, but because he has that personality that, where we could say, listen, I wouldn't even have fucked with it because of my personality. He got into it and then he couldn't get back out of it. And then you don't want to say, I'm an addict, I need help.
Was he never signed back to basketball or did he retire? I'm never sure of that.
He was in Dallas, and what happened is that, first of all, as we all know, he didn't want to be in Dallas because the market wasn't as big as LA. When he got there, he just didn't want to be there, so he acted that way. As far as his performance and as far as training and things like that. So what Mark Cuban proposed to him was that he go down to the D League, get himself together, and then come back to the Mavericks. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. And so he was like, I'm leaving. And they like, yeah, you gotta go. So I guess he would officially retire soon, or I don't know. But that's what happened to him. He just didn't want to be in Dallas. Which, I mean, fucking spoiled brats. Y'all making millions upon millions
Exactly.
of
You're
dollars.
gonna turn that down because you don't want to be in that state or that team, whatever. Like, okay.
And I think that it seemed like, and it was his own issues. And now looking back, because I always thought it was the Kardashians, like that we can't bring our show to Dallas. We can't bring any show to Dallas. You need to be in LA so we could film all of these different shows that we're doing, this and that. And that took a toll. But it seemed like Chloe at the time said she was supportive. Like, wherever you go, I'm going with you. And he's saying that. He's saying it was him. But it was
Kardashian. Get out! They wanted all the black men.
Still gonna blame the Kardashians, even though everybody keeps saying, I don't know, why do we want, it seemed like a lot of us we really want to hate the Kardashians. But why?
I guess because they became famous just a socialite. Just being a socialite. They just became famous. Like, you have no skills. Mm-hmm. And you making tons of money. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, your mother's being a great manager because she pimped the mess out of y'all. So I kudos to her. So you think it came about with them getting that? Because remember, she was married to Bruce Jenner, and Bruce Jenner was the man before. Yeah. So that he's the woman. I can't fucking stand you. I can't stand you. But is it because they got famous off of this? The sex tape, and then they filed the name. Well, even with the father name, they weren't in the celebrity. Yeah. We weren't aware of them until the sex tape came out. True. So it was like Kim became famous because of the sex tape, and then the whole family came along. Now the other daughter, she is pretty and she does a good job. She models. Yeah. The other one is fucking Tiger. Yeah, and she just and she's getting that whole surgery thing and doing all that, like. Well, I think she's having low self-esteem because if you figure, like, your sister with the same mother and father is a model. Your other sisters are having this career, and you're in a weird space. Yeah, you're making money, but it's like, yeah. I guess that's how they say first world problems, because we wouldn't see it as a problem to be collecting money for no reason, right? So she with Tiger. Poor old Rob just being a slob. I think he just got mental issues. Yeah, I think he has mental issues. He definitely does. Because it's like he don't know. He feel like he don't fit in. He don't have nothing to contribute. And I guess because maybe he can't go out and model like them or be a sex symbol like them. I don't know, but it's something mentally not right with him. Like, it's something there because you let yourself go, gain all that weight, and it's like you don't want to do nothing. Like, he's like unmotivated to do anything. Like, and you had something on. They was trying to help you, and Chloe was like his biggest cheerleader. Mm-hmm. She was the only one like really rooting for. Come on, Rob, you could do this, you could do that. Like, and he's still like, no, I don't want to do that, or start something and don't finish it. Like, I guess it's like I don't know but he had to. He definitely has mental issues because he was in a depression where he didn't leave the house for 2 years. I mean, you don't not leave your house for 2 years and you're okay. Exactly. But kudos for Black China for getting into that house and getting pregnant during those 2 years. So she can creep up in this house. So she can cash out. But no, Tiger, I'm gonna bring Cairo. What's the baby name? King, Cairo, whatever to you. To you, I'll be there. All right, I'm gonna bring the baby to you. But I mean, it's really bad. It seemed like even the money couldn't solve your problems. Exactly. So I don't know. I feel bad for him. And now he got this fucking baby mama. Like, she was only in it for the money. Come on, China. You don't love him. You don't even like him, probably. Like, I don't think so either. You want it for the money. You snugged up to him like, I gotta get pregnant. He don't have no children. Oh my God. And then got pregnant, and now you sitting back collecting checks. And then she goes up like, I had money before. No, you did. What money you had? What money did you have? You didn't do that much stripping. Girl, bye. Even if you ain't had no money. Even if you were making money, you didn't have that level of money. You just don't. Like, girl, go somewhere. But I have, and maybe I'll do that next week. I have a problem with all these famous assholes, including Amber Rose. So. Yeah, for just being a hoe.
Yeah, I got a problem with them. It's just not good for our girls. Okay, so we did what we were here for, what we not here for. Usually that's how we end the show. But then we got back onto something else. So I guess that we not giving y'all another here, not for here for because we don't have nobody else. So we're just gonna wrap it up, get out of here to next week. But let me let you know where you can find us. We're on YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, Instagram. And did we ever get the email?
No.
No.
You didn't do the email. I'm not here for friends that don't do
emails. So we never got the email, but we're going to get the email. But look out for us, Grown and Opinionated. Mm-hmm. I guess. And then we're going to start selling all t-shirts. I can't. We're gonna start selling some merchandise so we can
try to drink some water and laugh at the same time.
I can't. We never put I didn't put the donate button last week, but we're gonna put the donate button up there so we can get donate to some charities. But make sure you subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss the episodes and you'll see when they come out. On YouTube it's just the screen. Nothing else is gonna happen. And then it's SoundCloud. We're on SoundCloud also. Yes. How could I forget when that's the main thing we're on? SoundCloud, right?
SoundCloud, Google Play, YouTube,
and iTunes. And Instagram. Oh, we got to get the Instagram popping. And then Twitter. I'm at JMO About.
Lavon, #2, YOU.
Also, make sure you tune into our sister podcast, The Life of a TV Addict. It's also on SoundCloud, Google Play, iTunes, and YouTube. All right, so this episode 9, Grown and Opinionated,
out.